Welcome to today's bulletin. Recapping stories making headlines. The Likli Ngwala ceremony continues as today marks day 4 of the ceremony. The Minister for Education, Lady Howard Mabuza, today announced that schools will be closed in the kingdom as of the 10th of December. A man was fined 1,500 at the magistrate court in Manzini for partiality. This was a message from the National Disaster. National Disaster Management Agency in collaboration with the Ministry of Health in the Kingdom of Eswatini. It is funded by UNICEF and it is all about encouraging Yemaswati to adhere to COVID-19 regulations. Let's now continue with our bulletin. Today marks day 4 of the Likli Ngwala ceremony. We have a report.
The dancing of the Likli Ngwala entered into day 4 today. Her Majesty the Queen Mother, Masters of Regiments, Lutsango, members of the Lamnyama Regiments, Inkanyeti Nyasi, Umkadlela, and Tasos Nation gathered to dance with their Majesties as Her Majesty the Queen Mother danced at BULLETIN royal residence. Majesty continued to dance at Engabeveni royal residence For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Linda Shongwe with Kimberly Mavuso, BULLETIN rural residents.
The Minister for Education, Lady Howard Mabuza, today at the Cabinet offices in Mbabane announced that schools in the kingdom will be closed for Christmas holidays as of the 10th of December. We have a report.
The Minister for Education and Training, Honorable Lady Howard Mabuza, today announced the school calendar that has been amended for the year 2021. The minister stated that the ministry notes in appreciation all the efforts that parents and teachers have put towards the reopening of schools. The minister expressed her appreciation for working tirelessly in helping learners acquire maximum knowledge and skills in the short time that schools have opened. However, she also announced that schools are going to close indefinitely on the 10th of December and reopen on the 11th of January 2022.
Following the extension of the 2021 school calendar to end of March 2022, the ministry would like to announce the closure and opening dates for this coming Christmas holidays. Schools will break for the December holiday on Friday, the 10th of December 2021, and reopen on Tuesday, the 11th of January 2022. As a ministry, we believe that learners do not have to slack off on study while on school holidays. End-of-term breaks are a time when learners can clear their heads, relax a little, and stretch their brains in different ways. However, letting a study routine slip means they are missing out on a huge opportunity to get ahead. Therefore, I encourage learners to take this holiday break as an opportunity for them to revise their schoolwork and study further in preparation for their examinations. Learners should aim to spend an average of 2 to 6 hours studying a day, depending on their grade level. In the junior grades, they can aim at 2 to 4 hours a day. This is to say at least half of the holiday break, learners must be dedicated to studying.
The minister encouraged learners to take this holiday break as an opportunity for them to revise their schoolwork and study further in preparation for their exams, which are not going to be shifted in the year 2022.
This will ensure the better future our learners aspire for. Lastly, I request all parents and guardians to encourage and support their children to study even during this holiday break. They need to create an enabling environment for their children to study even during these holidays. This will help learners stay dedicated to their schoolwork, which is a priority for them to attain their education. Parents have a lasting impact on their children's learning. We therefore bank on parents' support to ensure that learners engage more.
She concluded by requesting all parents and guardians to encourage and support their children to study even during the holiday week. She stated that they need to create an enabling environment for their children to study, as parents have a lasting impact on their children's learning. I'm Kanyesile Mambuza for Channel Yemaswati News in a report compiled by Kimberly Mavuso, Cabinet.
Luke's Commission continues today to encourage Yemaswati to vaccinate for COVID-19. The Commission today awarded people who were vaccinated for COVID-19 with grocery vouchers. We have a report.
Luke Commission gave away grocery vouchers to 15 people who vaccinated for COVID-19. The vouchers are for the people to purchase their groceries at Spa, Pick and Pay and OK Foods. Rogers Mamba from Luke Commission stated that the main aim of giving away the vouchers was to encourage people of Yemaswati to vaccinate.
Bomakhelwane nabasho bathi bona bakugadze ukuthi in 2 weeks time kutabe sekuhlasele kakhulu, but thina sesibonile ukuthi vele sekuhlasele kakhulu, asingabadi thina ngoba sibuka tethu inombolo sithine eSwatini singanalo. Na ubuka ke lethi inombolo tethu so ubuka abantu laba testa positive namuhla sekuyasho ke ukuthi sekhona lokungasalungi sekufuna sigijile. La sikhona khona ke namuhla ninenhlanhla namuhla sashito babe kunene thini benenhlanhla nathola ukuthi imishini inidonsa ningadonswa nangumuntu donswe imishini yebelungu yanidonsa futhi endzaweni yonke la kujovelwa khona labanye bashayele tincingo bangasapheli bathi lu commission jova ngakuphi namhla sina ko jova khona sitothola ivoucher. Impendulo ithi no ivoucher uyayithola uma ngabe wena uye wayojova akunenzaba lokuthi ujove kuphi.
Tabile Nkambule says that she is very excited about the voucher that she received today, and she further encourages people in Yemaswati to get vaccinated too.
Sinendlela sesithole lokho. Impela asiphumeni siyomemetela lokuthi asijoveni Nkosi yami. Ungatosi naso uphatheke kakhulu sibhlungu lesifo. Sibuhlungu bandaba bethu. Siyabonga lo commission ngathi ungenta njalo vele ngoba abantu babanje bathanza lokukhuthadwa. Kumnanzi nje lokukhuthadwa buka nami bengakase ngakhuthata abantu ukuthi hey hambani nojova nini. Sengidawukhona ke manje ngigcoke nalesigcoko sami neskipa nyalo nje ngisasikhumuli. Sengiqala vele ekhumbini ngiyamemetela ukuthi asambeni siyojova.
Reporting for Channel Yemaswati, I am Mpilo Dlamini and Gary Carlos at Sitogoto.
The Ministry of Agriculture today encouraged farmers to continue farming even though their country was faced with hailstorms that destroyed a lot of fields in the kingdom. They mentioned that in the near future they were looking into making sure that farmers receive a certain policy whereby they will be covered and protected whenever they are faced with natural disasters. We have a report.
Following the hailstorm that has caused major destruction, especially in fields around the kingdom, today our reporters conducted an interview with Mr. Mavuso from the Ministry of Agriculture, who stated that farmers should not be discouraged by the recent hailstorm, further stating that the ministry is working towards creating insurance for farmers to be compensated in times of natural disasters.
Kubangilaba labalime tilimo letifana netibhidvo ikakhulu bobhijwa lapho sifake ekhatsi bo baby marrow, sifake ekhatsi ema lettuce, sifake ekhatsi ema peppers, the green, yellow and red peppers, lawo nematamatisi umashanga lesangcotho avele lawo total destruction. Sithi ke silitiko ikhona itechnology lesingconoda ukuthi tabasita abalimi usebenzisa ama hail nets to protect the fields against the hailstorm. So lapho uthatha ema poles ungasebenzisa nema poles lalula agom.
He mentioned that there are certain crops that can be avoided, especially during such harsh weather.
Kuyakhona ukuthi kukwadi kubamba lesangcotho kodwa ke nemasinyana lamancane lawo, but otherwise njengoba ngishido ngathi emaswati ayathi emisimeteni emaswati ukhona lokwendeka ukuthi kuvinjwe idumo sithi konke lokho asikusebenzisa in addition to the technology. Kwesithathu lokunye lesikhulumisanako nalabo labafanele ukuthi kube khona indlela yokuprotect abalimi ngendlela ye-insurance.
I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Gary Carlos Mbabane.
The case of a Member of Parliament, Baqede Mabuza and Mthandeni Dube, continued today at the High Court in Mbabane. A video that was circulating on social media of Honorable Baqede Mabuza was played as exhibit in court today.
Today, during the hearing of the case of the Members of Parliament, Honorable Baqede Mabuza and Honorable Mthandeni Dube at the High Court before Justice Mamsi Dlamini, there was a video that is an exhibit for the prosecution. This video had to be played fully because the defense could not accept the transcription, as they stated that it was littered with mistakes from the transcription and the translation. They also stated that it is a positive for them because the world will get to hear for themselves what the client said in the video, and they feel like there is nothing incriminating that was said in those videos. There are 4 videos in total, and all of them have been downloaded from Facebook. From the adjournments today, the only people who had spoken on the video were Honorable Baqede Mabuza and Honorable Mthandeni Dube. The rest of the video consists of Duduzi Simelane's speech, and no one is sure if it is going to be heard tomorrow in the High Court, as he is not present. Representing the Crown in this case is Gareth Lepan, and the defense is represented by Jacobus van Vuren. I'm Kanyisile Mabuza for Channel Yemaswati News at the High Court.
Sesifikile ngesikhathi sempumelelo yakho. Dr. Prophet Major V ukulethela ne-ingqiqi vele yenkonzo ye-Prophecy Healing and Deliverance PhD Service mhla ka-12 December 2021 kulemsondo nesiyekulo entsabeni yesithisho esigodweni kumathapha. Inkonzo iqala nga-10 ekuseni. Phatha umnikelo wakho nganga-8 emalangeni. Dr. Prophet Major V utabe anointa agqobisa abantu nge-oyili yemali nenhlanhla kube kabanisha manje kuletinombono ungaphutheki.
Tesco Cash and Carry. And to cater for all your Christmas shopping in our Black Friday special. Everything you need, we provide. From groceries, household appliances, flowers, and a whole lot more. We are the best and the cheapest in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Be it blankets, utensils, we've got it all. Cosmetics. For more information, dial 7659 1158 or 7698 5426 7614 4766. Tesco Cash and Carry. Everything you need at low prices.
Gender-based violence can be one of the most difficult situations to talk about and to escape from. Sadly, it can happen to anyone. Women, men, children, between spouses, and even friends.
I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't know what to do. I thought no one would believe me.
I never thought this could happen to me. I've never been so heartbroken and scared.
I felt weak, and I had no idea how I was ever going to come up with the strength to seek help. But I just closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and took a blind leap.
When the abuse started, I didn't feel like reporting, as I thought that would make me seem like a weak man. But it didn't stop. I realized my silence allowed for the abuse to go on, and I decided to report. Reporting abuse is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of courage.
I was worried and ashamed. I didn't want my friends and family to know.
Do not suffer in silence. To seek help, get more information, or to report any form of abuse, call toll-free line 951 or SMS SWAGA to 8500.
Nalo liquthe likhala lijabulela kutsabuka kwekusa batukulu babanzotela ingani phileti uyabhadla inqanqwane entengane emanda savela yaqaphatela emakhamba semengabononi neti ngomshini shukela lo sekusele manje ngishukela shukela waseSwatini lonothile lo engete amandla oqala la sugar tsanza shukela
Welcome back, you're still tuned in at Yemaswati channel. I am Zandile Mpapane. We shall continue with our bulletin. Late businessman Phakama Dlamini's widow today alleges that her stepson forcefully took their fields. We have a report.
Magatolagele Dlamini Naslongonyani, the wife to the late Phakama bus owners, is complaining about her half-son who is harassing her about the land for plowing. Dlamini says that the matter was reported to the chiefdom and they are still awaiting for the feedback.
Futhi kunandodzana la Dr. futhi Dlamini umntwana babe Phakama ungibangisa insimi la ngendasi lengayisikelwa ngibabe Phakama nga-2010. Sifiso sami ngeseke ukuthi cha ke phela mangabe bekanenkulumo ngabe wakhuluma akhona babe Phakama. Ngathi kwanyalo ngiloko mntanami ngoba isesemphakathi. Sifiso sami sekuthi kubuye insimi yami ngichubeke ngilime ngoba ngondliwa ngiyo. Kulukhuni lengidibana nawo ukuthi uyayilima lensimi kanimine induna solo yangimisa kusukela nga2014 ukuthi asengime kulima kuze kukhuluke yena kodwa uyachubeka uyalima.
Nawuva wena ulima ngamaphi amagunya?
Ulima ngokuthi uthi yena wafakwa eswini sagogo maketala wami lomncane.
Zama Dlamini, a son to Dlamini, says that he is not happy about his half-brother's actions.
Lendzaba manje ngiphatha kabi kakhulu just because lento lena ivele ekubeni babe asashonile asekhona babe akuzange kuba nalomsindo nangalelanga akhuluma ngalendzaba yalomhlaba kude lo wamphikisa kude lo waveta ukuthi ngeke kuze kulunge ukuthi asinikete lo yamhlaba lo but namuhla ngokuthi babe sowashona sekuyavela ukuthi lo yamhlaba lo angeke siwulime thine babe washiya lo doctor futhi lapha manje lento le isiphatha kabi kakhulu thina.
Reporting for Channel Yemaswati, I am Celimpilo Dlamini and Gary Carlos at Mahlanya.
Today at the Magistrate Court in Manzini, a man of Mafutseni under the Manzini region was fined 1.5 malangeni or 10 months imprisonment for bestiality. It is alleged that the man had sexually intercourse with a pig. We have a report.
A male aged 27 was yesterday arrested for bestiality with a pig. The man was arrested by police officers stationed at Mafuteni following a complaint that was laid by a farmer. According to impeccable sources, the man was found stark naked inside a pigsty by the farmer at his homestead in Timbutini. The sources claimed that the farmer was drawn to the pigsty by the sound made by pigs. Upon inspection, it was said the farmer found the clothes of the suspect at a distance. It was gathered that the suspect was in a questionable state of sobriety. The suspect is said to have apologized to the act. However, impeccable sources claim that the farmer had none of it as he was infuriated by the prospect of losing his clientele. It is said that the farmer later reported the matter to the police, who took the man for questioning. The man then appeared before the magistrate court today, before Magistrate Ndlovu. Ndlovu was charged with the offense of contravening Section 45 of the Sexual Offense and Domestic Violence Act of 2018. Malinga explained to the magistrate that he was drunk, thus he was not clear of what he was doing. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nonhlanhla Twala at Manzini Magistrate Court.
Members of SNAT, which is the Swatini National Association for Teachers, today marched to the Ministry of Education where they delivered a petition. We have a report.
The Swaziland National Association of Teachers, SNAT, staged a protest in front of the Ministry of Education today. The association, along with local educators, voiced their concerns over the current state of education in the country. Speaking on behalf of the demonstrators, Secretary General of SNAT, Sekelela Dlamini, pointed out that plenty of qualified teachers remain either unemployed or unassigned.
Raise the FPE and OVC grants to schools to ensure that schools are able to procure teaching materials and resources that are needed by the learners and by schools for learning to take place. That teachers are employed to fill up vacant posts that exist in all schools. That the government must create more posts in order to be able to employ more teachers so that schools will be better positioned to fully comply with the COVID-19 protocols. The escalating COVID-19 cases in schools spell doom for the country. We also demand that a response to this petition be communicated to the SNAT by close of business on Tuesday, the 14th December 2021.
A petition was presented to the representative of the Principal Secretary in the ministry, Koliwe Vilane, who assured that all concerns would be relayed to. Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, Abongile Mabuza and Zandile Mbabane.
Baphalali Eswatini Red Cross today stated that since there were natural disasters in the kingdom this year, they were able to help over 230 families. We have a report.
Bapalali Eswatini Red Cross Society is working tirelessly to help people who have been affected by severe weather conditions. The organization has given aid to 236 people thus far through various donations as well as the building of houses for those affected by lightning strikes.
Kulamalanga nje ngaveta kokuthi imithi lesesikhonile kokuthi siyiside seyendlula kubo 230 lesisitile kepha lapho sifike khona sente ma assessment ingetulu yebo leminye bosesifika ukhanze kokuthi mhlawumbe lolusito labalidingako lusito leside lona thina njengebaphalali.
Secretary General gave thanks to the MDMA for their support and partnership, and he also pleaded with Yemaswati to come out and help in their various capacities, especially in areas of volunteer work.
Ajabule uhlangabetane nalesidingo sakhe sonke ngoba uyuthole kokuthi unaloko lokuncane longakhona ukuthi ukuvede.
Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, Abongile Mabuza and Zandile Mbabane.
Well, that's all the news we had for tonight, but before ending tonight's bulletin, let's take a recap of the stories which made headlines. Today marks day 4 of the Likli Ingwala ceremony. The Minister for Education and Training announced that schools in the kingdom will be closed as of the 10th of December. A man of Mafutseni under the Manzini region today was found at the magistrate court in Manzini for bestiality. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight. Do have yourselves a beautiful evening. Good night.